Have you heard of information revolution? Are you aware that you are living in the infosphere? You know how it enhances, at the same time, impacts ethical values and enslaves humanity? Let's see how it happens. This video will present a synthesis of my M.Ph dissertation titled
Luciano Floridi'S Philosophy of Information: Explorations, Implications, Impact and Critique.
Before I could enter, let me briefly introduce the author, Luciano Floridi.
Floridi is a living Italian philosopher. At present, he is a professor of philosophy and ethics of information at the University of Oxford. He is widely known for his work in the fields of philosophy of information, digital ethics, and philosophy of technology.
Today's world is termed as information society, where every bit of information is digitalized and made available to everyone. The question is how all this began.
This paradigm shift in the digital world came about not just with the advent of information and communication technologies like computers and recording systems, but with the writings found in Mesopotamia.
In the past, people communicated and transmitted information verbally, but as they became more intelligent, they invented writing systems.
Slowly, this writing system transformed into a recording system and became fully digitalized. This transformation not only changed the perspective of how we see the world, but also how we perceive ourselves.
Today, the world is more and more relying on the intangible assets of information for its economic development and security systems.
These intangible assets enhance the digital world and profoundly influence the social, political, and cultural dynamics. Hence, the field of philosophy of information becomes essential in navigating, investigating the nature, principle, dynamics, and applications of information.
The information explosion that we are experiencing today has led to the creation of a new era, which Floridi calls as zettabyte era,
which is characterized by an unprecedented accumulation of data. This information age creates various opportunities for economic development and scientific advancements.
However, it also raises ethical questions and responsibilities about how to manage and interact with this vast amount of data. Furthermore, Floridi outlines 4 types of revolutions:
the Copernican, Darwinian, Freudian, and now information revolution. These revolutions have changed our understanding of the world, our perception of ourselves, and our place in the universe. Copernican revolution displaced humanity from the center of the universe. Darwinian revolution displaced humanity from the center of the biological kingdom. Freudian revolution displaced humanity from the center of pure rationality. In the information revolution, humans are seen as interconnected informational beings known as informs in the digital environment shaped by information technologies known as infosphere. The more we interact with information and communication technologies, the more it alters our conception of our existence as physical to information and results in re-ontologizing, where it reshapes our understanding of our reality and existence.
Floridi views information from 3 perspectives, that is, information as reality, information about reality, and information for reality.
Firstly, the information as reality refers to the patterns of physical signals that exist independently of truth or falsehood. It suggests that reality itself consists of information. Secondly, the information about reality refers to the semantic information, which is alethically qualifiable. This is the most common form of information that people deal with. Legal information is a perfect example of information about reality. Thirdly, the information for reality refers to the rules and instructions about how to behave in a particular situation. For instance, game rules, recipes, algorithms, orders, and etc.
Additionally, the advent of digital information plays a vital role in the realm of scientific advancement.
The collection and analysis of the large volumes of information facilitates and revolutionizes scientific research. The information and communication technologies have made the world informational and have made humans think about the world informationally. As a result, communication is faster and more efficient.
Additionally, information serves as a lifeblood of artificial intelligence as it fundamentally relies on the volumes of digital information.
At the same time, while ICTs create opportunities and enhance humanity in various ways, they also create challenges and ethically impact society and individuals in different aspects of their lives.
The information and communication technologies has shaped our identities and our interactions with others, and thus has created a hyper self-conscious generation.
This new generation is brought up and immersed in the digital world, where they find themselves lost between the real self and the self that they project online. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and so on encourage users to construct a curated version of themselves. As a consequence, the notion of authenticity is taken for granted, and their real self is blurred in their online self. The real problem is that humans are reduced to mere information that they project online.
ICTs also deeply impact the notion of privacy.
Every bit of information about the things in the world and persons are digitalized, and as a consequence, anything that affects the information affects the person himself. The rise of a global information society has brought numerous challenges to our right to privacy. FLORID'i outlines 4 types of privacy: physical, mental, decisional, and information privacy. ICTs challenge informational privacy. The information could be protected with strong firewalls and encryption, as well as could be easily accessed, manipulated, and destroyed. The concept of ontological friction explains the level of privacy we have depends on how difficult it is for others to access our information. The more friction leads to more privacy. The old ICTs like radio and television created a sense of anonymity and privacy, whereas the new ICTs have made personal information more accessible and less private.
FLORID'i presents 2 theories to address the issues in the privacy: reductionist interpretation and ownership-based interpretation.
The reductionist interpretation focuses on the negative consequences of privacy breach, which often results in personal distress and social unfairness. The ownership-based interpretation emphasizes individuals' right to control personal information like private property. However, both these theories have their limitation when it comes to the context of digital information, which cannot be treated and owned in the same way as physical objects. This paradigm shift in the information revolution has given more power to corporate companies than governments.
The corporates have changed the power dynamics by gathering, storing, and processing volumes of information.
As a consequence, corporates influence individuals' decision making,
eventually shapes politics and society, thus leading to monopoly and dictatorship. To address the issues in the information revolution, FLORID'i outlines information ethics.
His information ethics is a branch of ethical theory that addresses the notion of moral implications of ICTs on individuals and society. He proposes a unified model of information that focuses on a hypothetical moral agent who interacts with information as a resource, product, and target. In addition, he critiques the 4 stages of the development of information ethics. Information ethics as a ethics of information resource, products and environment, and macroethics. FLORID'i considers information ethics as a macroethics. It is macroethics because it transcends human-centric ethics and encourages all entities within the infosphere. This approach addresses the moral implications of ICTs on individuals and society, like informational privacy, data protection, intellectual property, and so forth. It emphasizes the care of the infosphere and highlights the need for responsible use of information and management. Further, FLORID'i outlines global information ethics as a solution to the implications of globalization of information. This new framework is relevant to different cultures and societies and the emerging global infosphere. The evolution from ancient writing systems to the current zettabyte era highlights the profound transformation in how we communicate, perceive and interpret reality, and understand our existence as interconnected informational beings in the infosphere. The information revolution has significantly redefined our relationship with data and has created both enormous opportunities and substantial ethical challenges to societies as well as to individuals. The Catholic Church recognizes the importance and the crucial role that the digital age plays in our daily lives. The Church stresses media literacy and invites people to use it responsibly for the betterment of the world.
Floridi describes philosophy of information as philosophy of our time and philosophy for our time.
It is because it discusses the relevant and pressing issues we face in our day-to-day life, like privacy, cybercrime, data security, etc. Firstly, our environments are becoming increasingly informational, and as a consequence, all the entities, including humans, are living in the world of the infosphere. Secondly, many societies are facing serious conflicts due to miscommunication of information. Information explosion, bias in communication, echo chambers, etc. serve as a cause for miscommunication of information. Thirdly, social media platforms help almost everyone to be prosumers. This not only enhances but also impacts in being inauthentic, in sharing sensational information, which often ends up in conflicts between different groups. Fourthly, people of this generation often get caught up in their online curated self and tend to neglect the real one. They fabricate the truth and post information that is fake. Fifthly, the information age has changed the power dynamics. The corporate companies that own volumes of information hold more power in individual decision making than the governments. Sixthly, the information explosion has led to the information revolution. It enhances human life in various ways. However, it can clash with the notion of truth. All the information cannot be considered to be true information.
Think of the story of 5 blind men and this elephant.
Each blind man perceived the elephant differently. One of them touched the trunk and considered the elephant as a snake. Another touched the leg and believed it to be a tree, and so on. They could not have a complete truth about an elephant because of their limited experiences, and they were left with limited information. The world today faces similar kinds of problems. The information revolution has created volumes and volumes of information where it is difficult to distinguish between what is genuine and what is fabricated. Each of the prosumers produce and consume information that is available or convenient to them, and in the process could forget to look at the complete truth. Social media promotes some things as true while others as false based on the information that is convenient to them and to the political parties and the corporate companies that are sponsoring and supporting them. As a consequence, there is a greater danger of people getting stuck with sensational information and forgetting the complete truth. Finally, the zettabyte era has hindered and blocked human creativity and innovative ideas. People of this generation tend to use the same stored data again and again. With the advent of AI technology, multiple AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Talk AI, and Ninja AI are being used by students for academics. Leonardo AI and Playground AI are used by artists for creating images. Clipcam and Flicky AI are used by video creators for creating and editing videos. Meruka and SoundDraw AI are employed by musicians to generate songs. These AI tools function on vast amount of information available on social networking sites and the cloud. While on the one hand, it enhances productivity and makes work efficient, on the other hand, it hinders the unique quality of human creativity. People no longer spend time reading, writing, drawing, editing, and composing music manually. Instead, they mix up, use, and reuse the same stored data again and again.
Hence, people in the 21st century losing their unique quality of creativity with the advent of information age.
Therefore, philosophy of information is crucial to understand the nature and ethical impacts brought by the information revolution. Thus, Floridi's philosophy of information stands not only as relevant but essential for navigating the challenges posed by ICTs in the 21st century. His contributions to the field of information are unique, influential, and eye-opening to the people as they live, work, and experience in the infosphere. Floridi's philosophy of information is an influential and comprehensive framework that explores the nature of information, its relationship with reality, and its implications for various fields like epistemology, metaphysics, and ethics. His remarkable works will continue to be an important areas of study in the years to come.
At the outset, I present a few points to navigate the challenges posed in the information revolution. Firstly, be aware that you are living in the infosphere and don't sink in it.
Learn to differentiate information that is true and fabricated. Be critical of what you consume. Don't shape your identities for others' sake, posting false information on digital platforms to please others. Be responsible to share authentic information. Bridge the gap between online and offline self.
Encourage face-to-face interactions and use it responsibly.